initial reaction seeing that you're the 1 seed?
Just excited. I think it's a testament of the body of the work that the kids have done over the last 2 years. So I don't think we were too surprised, but we were excited to have it. There's a lot of good teams, and it's the blue and gold. So, a lot of teams, I think the most games people have played was 3. So there's a lot to go off of, or very minimal to go off of. So, no, we're happy to be there, and we're happy to, represent LR in our community.
To be a team that's tied for the second most titles in this tournament, I guess, do you feel like, especially after hearing that Q&A and knowing the rich history, especially of Rogersville in this tournament, do you feel like it's just fitting that you guys are back to maybe a 1 seed or a top component in this tournament?
History repeats itself, I guess, and I hope that's the case, because back then the Rogersville teams were very, very good. So, and I think we've got a really nice team as well. But no, I didn't know that we were tied till you told me that. So thanks for the pressure of that. No, we've got a rich tradition at Raj, and we take the blue and gold very serious, and our kids are excited about it. And it's just one of those big tournaments. It's a special tournament. It's it's a social gathering as much as a homecoming, as much as just a good basketball tournament for Southwest Missouri. So we're just pleased to be where we're at right now, and hopefully we prove the committee right.
It's really early on in the season, but so far, what are you liking out of your squad?
Well, it's familiar. Like I said, we return a lot of the same guys. We graduated 2 senior guards that did a lot for us, but we returned some sophomore guys with a lot of good minutes. So we feel like we're a veteran team, for experience-wise, but for the most part, they are still, we're running a lot of the same things. We kind of get bored. So we've built. We built some stuff around some players that's a little different than the past. So trying to get those guys easier shots, and because they're always double teamed. And so anyway, it's exciting about just what they're capable of. So we'll see how it turns out.
What's it like to still have a squad of Chase Branham, someone who's now committed to Indiana and, has a lot of hype behind it, but he's so talented, it's easy to see when he's out on the court.
Yeah, it's stressful. We embrace the underdog a lot and always have, and now it's hard to embrace the underdog. So, we know that what we have, and we know we're talented, but at the same night, you get everybody's best game. And so with that, you have to remind your guys, because they're teenagers. And it doesn't really matter about what name's written across the jersey, but it does matter about what our name's written across ours. That's kind of what we talk about. So I just think that, they'll come out and work like we normally do, but we absolutely understand when you're put on a pedestal, it's hard to stay there. So that's what we pretty much focus on right now, just more mental stuff probably than even physical.
Have you relayed to your team yet that you guys are the top seed?
No, but I'm sure it's social media. I'm sure it's out before I even get out of this room, so they'll be telling me who we're playing and what we're doing before I even get back to school.
Brock, initial reaction to seeing you guys are the 1 seed?
We're excited to be the 1 seed. It means that you got a lot of respect from the other coaches and the committee, and that's kind of what the kids like to see. So we're excited about that.
Listening to that Q&A, looking at the program that we were just looking at, there's a lot of rich history, especially between the 2 top seeds. What does that say about this program that keeps on coming back year after year and living up to what is expected out of the committee?
Yeah, first off, blue and gold is one of the highlights of the year, I think, for all of us coaches. So I wouldn't say it's our end goal by any means, but our kids and our community definitely get excited for the blue and gold. So we're excited about it this year, just like we are every year.
You and Raj are tied for 11 titles in this tournament. What does that say about you guys coming into here, both wanting it, and even, last year maybe not walking away with it, and there's other teams also wanting it just as bad?
Yeah, there's a lot of really good coaches in our area, and so you better bring it each night. We got beat last year in the second round, and we went on to still have a great season. But when it comes to blue and gold time, people like it because you have upsets and you have smaller schools playing bigger schools, or maybe you don't normally play a lot of those teams, and the community rallies around those smaller schools, and they get excited about it like we do.
What about the fact that there will be a shot clock in this tournament? How are you feeling about that?
Well, we love the shot clock. We've played several games with it last year and will this year as well. It really won't come into play very often. Most people are going to find it's really not that big of a change until maybe the end of a game when there's a minute left, and 2-point game, you have to keep playing instead of fouling. But other than that, you won't notice it in regular play.
Have you relayed that you guys are the #1 seed to your players yet, or do they not know?
I have not. I've had several people reaching out, want to know how the seeds were. So they get excited about it just like everybody else does in the community.
I know it's really, really early on in the season still, but what are you liking out of your squad so far?
Well, we've had 2 practices with our football guys, so we're just kind of getting started. But we got 3 main guys coming back, along with some other kids that are going to really help us. I think we're going to have a really good season. I know we lost 7 or 8 seniors last year, but I think our community and people will be impressed by the product we put out on the floor this year.